It is boss rush time here today as we take on the Royal Gardener, my friends. Stage 10 of regular mode here. If you got a question, if you got a comment along the way, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to grab your supply chest here. And additionally, my friends, use those suppression levels as always, because that is going to help you speed through this. Once again, today is stage 10 Royal Gardener. Let's get into it here and get active. Now, a couple things here. First and foremost, as always, we do have these special conditions. Biscuit levels 20, skill level and cookie levels are 90. However, everything else there doesn't matter. What does, though, are those biscuits, those toppings, and those tarts. So we'll break all that information down here to help you be successful. However, the first rule in boss rush is to make sure to read the information here. Yes, the boss receives increased grass type damage. Finally, my friends, we're on the grass type here, and I'm excited to bring it down and break it down for you here today. So let's go ahead and take a look at our teams. We got a couple different ones here, as you can see. As we make our way through, nothing quite yet in grass, so we need to go ahead and figure out what that's going to look like. So let's go ahead into this one and edit. So first off here, we got our synergy ideas. We do want to go find that grass type. Because that's going to do a lot of things for us here. There we are. Summons a giant white lily. Cookie team deals grass type damage. So let's go ahead and get that in here. A couple things that we want to do. We got 3 supporter cookies. So when we look at this filter, let's go ahead and get rid of all those and get to our support. That's the first thing that's going to matter there, as you can see. Then we'll also need to add a bomber and a charge cookie. So let's go ahead and look at what we want. So first, we are definitely going to want this one in here. So there we go from that one. Anything else that's going to boost damage or deal damage is going to be very, very beneficial here for us. So what I'm actually going to do here is we're going to increase our crit. And then additionally, let's go here, move this one in, because what we're going to do here is actually move over and we get more grass type damage boost there. Let's go ahead and get off that one. So we'll go over here. Let's grab another charge. There we go. So we got our bigger charge ones here. Let's grab burning spice. So we're going to take that boost there off the other fire. But again, it's going to be moved in towards grass type cookies. We don't actually need a healer in there, so we can remove that. Let's go ahead and find some high damage cookies. So we can always move more grass in if we want to. Matcha is going to be a nice one actually there too. So we'll get rid of all that. Let's go to grass. So you can see how this works there. And we can grab matcha if we want to. Go there and see how that starts to get moved around. Now, again, we have our bomber in there. We got the other one. Let's see. There we go. And then we can see what else we want to add in there. Back to all elements. We like range and speed. There we go. Just like that. Now, the thing is, we're slightly under. If we get 2 more in there, that's going to give us a little bit better of a boost. And again, this is where you might want to rethink some of the layout of your team. Instead, again, if we do look at, let's see here, maybe let's go here. That one might be better. There we go. 3 and 1 bomber. So we can stay on those. Grass types all going to be up. All right. So here we go with that. Let's go ahead and take a look at our gear now. Lots of attack. We got our bomber, crit speed, and attack speed. Let's go there. All right. Here we got our lovely speed, more speed. We can move off light type damage. Let's go into attack speed there. Here we're on cooldown and attack speed, and then more cooldown and attack. All right, so here we go. Time for us to take on the Royal Gardener, my friends. Oh, again, there's our big white lily. We're going to take advantage of pretty much everything that we can here. There is our suspect. So the idea is really getting a lot of extra damage in there, boosting there with burning spice. Almost halfway. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad. Almost halfway. 57. We'll stick with that. Now, certainly there's probably a couple other tweaks that you can do. Try and take advantage of another synergy in there versus some of the stuff that I had. That might give you some additional ability to get some additional damage. and make this happen in 2 tickets. However, we are definitely safe to say we'll be able to make it here with 3 and just about on that 2 ticket number there as well. All right, here we go. Last one to shut it down here for us today with the Royal Gardener, my friends. Love it. Look at that. You can see all the grass type damage up as well. Perfect. And there we have it. Royal Gardener is now ours and yours today. And that is everything that you need to know about today's episode and boss rush there. Again, we covered everything that you need to know to get to stage 11 here. Regardless that we covered stage 10. And we broke down the team. The first rule of boss rush, as always, read the info, my friends. And with that, if you still got a question, get a comment, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. As always, we'd love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server. And with that, thank you. Thank you for tuning in here today. I appreciate your support. And thank you so much. With that, get out there, enjoy, as always, Boss Rush Season 3 here, regular Stage 10. All ours, onwards and upwards, and until next time, keep on running.